Brett McLeod from Brett Unfed.
Since I know you are a huge variant collector, I was wondering if you know which single Star Wars figure has the most variants for any given line, and assuming it's a TVC figure, do you happen to have all of them? If not, what's the most number of variants for one figure you do own? Take care.
Brett Unfed. Well, it's a great question, this. It got me thinking. I'm going to show you, what I have that sort of stands out in the room in terms of a lot of them. So this is Darth Vader. I'm starting to think that maybe Vader or even Bespin Luke would be the ones that have the most variants, but where is the line here, you see? So let me show you something else of interest in my room. Here is a long string of Gammorean Guards. But when I say where is the line, what are we talking about? Are we just talking TVC or other examples of that card and figure or character? So with the God almighty, I like to say Gammorean Guard, but some others say Gammorean, Ryan Byrne, but Gammorean, god damn it, Caribbean, whatever you want to say. So anyway, back on track. If you exclude this, which is a vintage 80s, let's get rid of it. And there's another vintage 80s there, which was a trade I did with the BOE. That's the, what do you call it? Mexican MIM. There is all these variants. Normal USA Boba Fett sticker. Ophilus, Canadian, USA, whatever you want to call it, standard card with the the Darth Maul offer. Over there we have the European variant. I'm going to cut there a minute, hang on a minute so I can get round. Sorry man, stuff all over this room. So that's technically the US card, but it's got stickers on it for the European market, including that one on the back. So that's a variant. Then you've got this one, the reissue. Aha, this is a thought I had also. Any character that has a reissue is always bound to be or destined to have more cards in its collection. So that is one reissue there. And this one here, I'm not quite sure if it is a variant. This isn't really. This is a bit of a cheat list. This is a deeper discussion than I've got time for now, but it is sort of a variant of sorts. It's a US card without any stickers or anything on it. So, but also it has a different date stamp on it. I'm not going to get into it, man. It's too complicated. Save it for another one. I think I did actually talk about it in a video of mine, a previous episode of Only One Fans. Let's talk about which I think has the most though. And there is still one more Vader I don't have. I think if I back up, I'm so sorry. There's so much junk in here, man. I need to tidy up later tonight. I've got an ironing board in here, that's why I'm stepping around it. So this is all the Vaders VC08, and there's still one I need to technically get, and maybe there's others. That's the reissue 2019. That is the unpunched reissue of the original standard card. Hang on, you can't see because the light's glaring off it, so that's got the Fett sticker on it. That is the silver card. God, I'm gonna have to change position, hang on. Silver card there. Then you've got the reissue unpunched again, a bit like that one. But this one has the blue Boba Fett sticker. That, what the hell is that? Oh yes, Ophilus. That is the unpunched Ophilus. This one is the, what is that there? Oh yes, the standard original US card with the standard Boba Fett sticker on it. The one I don't have is the one with that type of sticker, which is the Canadian era sticker with the Boba with two B's. Can't even focus, there you go. What's that one? Aha, this is the VOTC. So there you go, this is the thing. Where does the line draw there? Where do you draw the line? You could include all of them. So if you were talking modern, let's talk modern now, I would include him. So that makes it another variant. Then, of course, this is the interesting thing with Vader versus any other character. He has Return of the Jedi cards as well. They're in the corner there. ROTJ, Revenge and Return. So there's two other variants for VC09. I think Vader wins, man. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Then there's also a lot for Luke. So you've got Luke Skywalker. That's the reissue. Then you've got the standard, foil, Canadian, multi-language there. Then you've got the original standard again, but that one's unpunched. That cost a fortune. This one here is a cheat, a bit like that one in the corner I had for the Gammorean Guard. In that it's kind of, to be honest, I'll tell you what it is, man. I'm going to come around here again. There's loads of cards on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. It's a nightmare navigating through here. This one here, madly enough, this cost me a lot of money. This here used to be what that was there, which cost me a lot of money. You can see this used to be unpunched. Hang on, focus, having a nightmare. See, look at that. You can just tell. See those two little buds there? That used to be an unpunched card, that, and someone's peeled the sticker off it, I think. So that ain't no variant, it's just on the wall spare. And then you've got the retro collection. Could you count that as a modern variant? I certainly do. And then you've got the VOTC there, or the Vintage Saga collection. So, and just so you know, there is another variant of Luke that I don't have, which is like this here. You see, you've got the foil Han Solo there, and then you've got the Canadian Han Solo, and then you've got this foil and Canadian Han Solo. Same with Luke. You can get a foil Luke, you can get a Canadian Luke, and there is a foil and Canadian Luke, just like that Han Solo there, which I don't own. So again, Luke has a lot of variants. Luke Bespin, that is, what with the reissue, and then you've got all these other variants and unpunched variants. But the thing about Vader is, boom, he has two different variants for a different film, for Return of the Jedi, and you've got Revenge and Return for those two there. Also, you might want to notice that this Return of the Jedi here that I have is offerless. Check this one out here. I've had this for years. That's offerless, I've just realised now. Actually, I thought this was like this one here. That is with the leaflet in it. Someone's probably peeled the sticker off that. You can also get a Return of the Jedi Vader with the blue sticker on it, which is like that, the Boba Fett sticker on here. So my god, I think Vader is your man in terms of the most variants, man. I think he wins. Vader.
Victor from Brazil, also known as the Pirate Monkey Toys.
What's your favorite kind of trooper? If you have one, of course. Can be every kind of troopers. Short trooper, stormtrooper, incinerator trooper, clone trooper, I don't know. What's your favorite trooper? And that's my question. And I want to say that's my favorite 3.75 Star Wars character. It's Luke Skywalker, so my favorite figure, it has to be a Luke Skywalker figure. I love the Endor Capture TVC figure. It's a very, very nice figure and represents the Luke in my favorite scene of all Star Wars. That's the battle, the final battle between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. I really love that. Thanks a lot, man, and keep the good work.
Hello there, man. Good question. Very good question. I've been thinking about this for a few weeks. And since you first mentioned it, which was a while ago. But yeah, man, firstly, Endor Capture Luke, what a great figure. This is probably my favourite figure of Luke as well. Way better than the newer one they brought out, which was, if I spin, he's there, that one. I mean, that's a great figure, but I just like this one here. I love the attire. The black glove is pure original figure, 1980s. The blonde hair matches the one I had in the 80s as well. So it's just awesome. This is probably my favourite Luke Jedi figure. It is my favourite Luke Jedi. So, anyway, my favourite trooper. Well, I don't know. I just happen to have this nearby. This isn't my favourite trooper, but it does rank quite high. The Snow Trooper. I do like this figure as well. This is really nice. But I'm a big fan of prequel troopers like the clones. Love them. But, unfortunately, I'm going to have to be a bit more boring than that, my man. I'm going to go all the way up here. My favourite trooper has to be the Stormtrooper. There's no other trooper better than that. Classic. And that's all I really need to say. A close second would be any of those other troopers, Scout, Snow, but also let's give a little mention to some of the newer troopers. These ones really impressed me, and sorry we didn't see more of them. These wrong. These range troopers, love them. I love the fur coats on them. I love the fact they kind of echoed a little bit of everything we'd seen before. Definitely a little bit of snow trooper in there, and even a little bit of tank commander. Sort of a bit of a mix of the two. So let's give a little mention to them as far as a new design, of which, you know, you can't knock Disney, really. They've done very well with some of their designs, but no, sorry. This guy right here, oh, these guys have to be absolute top spot forever. Open my figures. If I don't man, I got triggered, yeah. I just wanna open my figures. If I just wanna open my figures. I just wanna open my figures. Hello there. Yes, it's time to open something, and it's going to be this. I've had this for a while, and it was sent to me by Lara V. And you probably thought I'd sold it or something, Lara, because I've not done anything with it. But it's time to open it. I did have a General Rieekan, which I got for a really good price. And it was in the Saga collection, I think, 2006. And that one came with a blaster and a stand as well. A stand like this one. Let me just show you. Like this guy, see? Like that one. See, that's Mamonadon there. That came from the Saga collection of 2006. It's a nice figure as well, isn't it? So, yeah, and they can vary. A lot of them can yellow. And as you can see, this one hasn't yellowed. This one's perfect. The one I had was perfect as well. And I've kind of sold that one now because I want to kind of get rid of some stuff that was spare. And yeah, that came with a blaster and a stand. And this one, obviously, you know, I don't really... This guy doesn't need a blaster, does he, really? I mean, you could give him one, but really, he's a general, and these guys don't really have weapons. Same with the Imperials, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like Tarkin and all them. Lots of the figures come with all those kind of accessories and stuff. It's just part of the deal, isn't it? But really, they're not armed, are they? They might have something maybe under their garments. You never know. But still, this is a really good accessory that comes with it. Look at it. These are awesome. I love them. So Star Wars, so New Hope. Excuse me, this is quite dusty. It has been, hang on. It's been on the floor, that. It's been actually underneath the AT-AT for ages. The reason I want to open it is because, well, I've had it for so long and I must open it. And I am in the middle of rearranging my shelves. As you can see one lone Vader on the the shelf over there. I'm going to rearrange the original trilogy, and I'm just trying different things out. So there's a little bit of emptiness there. And you've got all these rebel pilots stood by the AT-AT there. No particular reason other than I just needed to move them off the shelves. So that's explained if you wondered why they were all congregated there. And this is just a lovely piece, isn't it? Look how big the packaging is. Let's have a look on the back as well. There he is. Waldorf salad, faulty. It's walnuts, apples, celery, mayonnaise, or whatever. Not necessarily in that order, but if you know what I'm talking about there. Faulty Towers, Sybil, hello dear, sorry. He appears, the actor who plays General Rieekan appears in Faulty Towers, which is quite funny. There is a little bit of that. Screen grab that, ladies and gentlemen. Pause that if you want to read that. Look at that, a little bit of history on Rieekan there. And there is, love it when they do that. You get the figure and piece photographed, which is pretty good. They could do with doing that nowadays, because as you'll find if you're a Black Series collector, there's going to be a time when you won't see what's inside the packaging. But even if they show you that, what the figure looks like, it's still no guarantee that your eyes, your figure, are going to be correct, you know? At least with bubbles and stuff you can see if you've got wonky eye and all that. I do feel sorry for the Black Series community. But anyway, that's that. And here are some other droids here. What have we got? Ah, 3PO. Hoth of... Ah, yeah, you forget that he's... That lovely colour there, that's nice. I don't have him. Look at that. The escape pod, look at that. Wow, I never knew that existed. All this stuff. So many things in 3 3/4 inch. One per an ice cave. So have I said? I can't remember. This was sent to me by Lara V. That was ages ago. Thank you, Lara. You sent an awesome parcel of stuff, which is great. I still have a P.O. box if anybody has anything. It's very awkward, this, really. I don't know what to say. You know, you don't want to look like you're begging for stuff, because there's not a lot I really need. I've got a lot of things here, but a lot of people message and they say, you know, what do you need? What can I get you? And I'm like, well, I don't really know. But if you think there's something I've got, you can drop me a message, and if you want to dedicate something, then it will be treasured forever, you know, on these shelves, and I will obviously feature you in an upcoming show, of course, and give you a mention and all that. But General Rieekan with Hoth technical screen. Yeah, so thank you, Larry. You sent this to my P.O. box. So I'm going to open this really carefully now. It's nice, isn't it, man? It's a nice piece of packaging, that. Brilliant. And this is obviously 2003, this. Wow, how about that? There you go, right there. Back when I was 22 years old, I never saw anything like this swinging on pegs. You can imagine something like this in Forbidden Planet. So I'm going to open it, and I want to do it carefully. I'm going to go right down like that. Or should I just do a boo yeah? What do you reckon? Come on, man. Oh yeah! I'm really sorry if you wanted me to keep that mint, but I'm sorry, it's getting opened, man. That's what Lara wanted. Look at that. I will keep this though. I seem to have a collection of these. I don't know why, I just seem to keep any internal cards and sleeves. I keep. Look at this guy. He's awesome. This figure is brilliant. He really could do with an update though, because Rieekan here in this figure, which I know this figure very well, I've had it before. It's exactly the same as the one in the Saga collection. It's very limited with his articulation, just a few hinges. I think he is 1, 2, 3. Is it maybe a waist articulation 4, 5, 6. He's only 6 POA. There's no wrist articulation that I know of, but he could do with full articulation, and that face is really good. They've captured him. Got that right. But you know, they'll never do it because we're struggling to get other stuff done. We can't even get a hand Luke and Leia done for a New Hope, yet alone Rieekan getting done again. But still, look at that. The afternoon sunshine beaming in here. This is Sunday afternoon, and that's nice, that, man. Really nice. Let's get it out of the packaging completely. Job done. And oh, look at that. That's brilliant. I would put it on the shelf, but as you know, it's under construction. Please pardon our pixie dust. So when I'm done with my Hoth shelves, I'll put this on and it'll kick ass. And I will get General Macquarie next to him as well. What a great piece this is. Look at that. I've always wanted one of these. And I suppose you could use that in any display. You could even put it in a Yavin display. Why not? On the other side, it's going to be obviously exactly the same. Except there's not... Hang on a minute. Let's have a look at the points of light there. So you've got the black marks there. And there's... Aha, look at the red dots on this side. Interesting. So you can have either or. That's good. So you can have two pieces. And they would look different either side. So that's interesting. This thing here, whatever this is, and you can see them running their hands along it. It still works though. They've got these in Galaxy's Edge as well. It always reminded me of the cannon of the Death Star. That's what I thought it was. Well, I thought it looked like that. I knew it wasn't that because they're rebels and they're the Empire. But still, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. The articulation of this guy. Let me just very quickly check. Hang on. Let's just see. Yeah. Oh no, he hasn't got any waist articulation. Did the... Oh no, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Classic 5 POA. And he feels like he's got that kind of, not slimy residue, but... Oh my god. Oh, yeah. My god, he smells like an 80s figure. I've never had that before. Let me know. On my fingers, it smells like the AT-AT driver from the 1980s. That's insane. I doubt they were using the same plastic, or were they? That's crazy. What a great figure. Thank you, Lara V. You sent me this as a gift. And many other things as well. I've got a few other things I'm going to open from Lara. And if you would like to send me something, I do get a few people asking, what would you like? And I send you something, and it's very difficult to say what, because I have quite a lot of stuff, and there is other stuff I need. I mean, look at the back of this. There's stuff here that I don't have. But I think the best thing for me to do is, I might do another reprisal of my series, Shelf Indulgence. If you're not familiar with that series, I do tours of all these shelves and figures. And if you think there's something that I need, that you have, that you would like to dedicate, then please do. You know, you can always send it to my PO box. It's very difficult how to word that. I don't want to look like I'm begging people for stuff, because, you know, there's not a lot I need, but people do like to dedicate stuff, and of course I will showcase it here, and I won't be selling it or anything like that, not like some other cretins in the community have done. Bruh. But still, anything that you do dedicate will be most valued and cherished, and it will be added to this whole story here, ladies and gentlemen. The 3 3/4 inch story. Love it. Love that scale. Love these figures. Thank you for watching. I've waffled on long enough. General Rieekan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again. Lara V. Much love and respect to you.
Michael Lavero.
You think the Razor Crest was originally supposed to come with stickers for the cockpit? Because if you look in the back of the cockpit, on the side of the walls and on the back of the walls, it almost looks like they hollowed out little panels to where you could insert some stickers in there. So that's my question to you. Do you think that the Razor Crest HasLab was supposed to come with cockpit stickers? Because if you look inside the cockpit, it kind of looks like it was supposed to. So what are your thoughts on that?
Right, so it's been a while since I've touched this Razor Crest, been in it or anything like that. So let's have a look inside this cockpit and see what you're on about, man. Right. Can't even get the lid off. How do we do it? Ah. I'm trying to do this one-handed with the wrong hand. Oh my god, that took ages. Right, there you go, lid off. Right, so I think you're talking about this in the back here, aren't you? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think they would have... Stickers? Well, no. I mean, to be honest with you, that is just like the Falcon. Let's have a look at the Falcon, hang on. Now, I haven't put stickers in the back of my Falcon yet, because I had a faulty one, as you might all remember. And I've got loads of stickers I need to put in this. See? It's bare. But, oh, hang on. Focus, will you? There you go. That, to me, which is better than a sticker, is a sculpted, finished surface, of which you don't put a sticker there. It's on the other side you put the sticker. There's a kind of a sticker for the door, but it's not to go there, because that ain't no flat surface. That, I think, is intentional. Well, I know that's intentional. So is this. I don't think there's supposed to be stickers there. One thing I will comment on this cockpit, I've never really liked this navy blue thing they've done here. I think they should have used a dark colour or put a wash on everything to kind of make it seem a bit more natural. It just looks too plasticky, that, for my liking. But oh, I think maybe you're talking about these spaces here. I don't know, man. Very interesting. Maybe that's what you mean. Aha, maybe you do mean this. Maybe they could have had stickers there. Certainly, it needs something, as I say. It does look quite plasticky, this. It's that blue. And also, if I pivot around, man, that's a good colour. That's good. But when you take this panel off here... Oh, my God. It's coming off the edge of the ramp. Here, hang on. Very quickly take that off. See, that's that blue again. Now, they could have sorted that by putting a wash on it. But, yeah, man, it's just a shame. Because given they absolutely weathered every aspect of this, no stone was unturned on that. They dropped the ball somewhat, I reckon, with this. Maybe it's because they had more to produce, cutting costs. But, yeah, man, it's a brilliant ship, this. But it could have been greater than great.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude another episode of Only One Fans.
And before I leave you, I want to show you a couple of pictures that were sent to me by Richard Nash, follower of the channel, sends me some great stuff on Messenger. And I thought I'd make this a little segment, although I may have done this before, I can't remember, showing you a few people's collections, because I do get sent a lot of pictures by people. They send images of their collections, how they have stuff arranged. Quite interesting, really. I do get a few little ideas myself from what they send. So if you want to send something, do send to Only One Kenobi at Messenger, Facebook Messenger that is, or Instagram as well. I do try and keep on top of those two websites, but mainly I do get back to people on comments on YouTube. There's quite a lot of stuff to do between the social medias. However, I will start featuring people, featuring their photographs, collections or whatever. As well as, obviously, please do send me your voicemails there as well, Instagram and Facebook. But anyway, this is Richard Nash, and he's not the only one. A few people got in touch after I did that review of the Starspeeder 1000, and they said they got theirs out of the attic, or they were putting them back on display, which is good to hear. But these are some images that he sent of his collection there. These are good-looking droids there. I think they are the Disney Parks ones. That's the new 4-alarm there, which is pretty cool. And then you've got, it's just quite funny just to see all those characters coming out there. You've got Oola there as well, and you've got Ming Do-en there, Fennec Shand, obviously, young Obi-Wan Kenobi. So anyway, it's good to see this stuff. Thank you for sending it. What's that droid on the top there? Ah, he's from the new set as well. Now, Daniel Chart has bought that set, because he loves, or he wanted that droid, because it's from Mos Eisley, I believe. So that was like a kind of a big need for him. He's a bit of a completist when it comes to dioramas and displays and stuff like that. So there you are. Thought I'd share that with you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching this episode on a very somber day, the burial of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and we move on into a new era of British culture and history. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.